Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. I am Joshua Harrell, and this is
Jason Block. How you doing, everybody?
welcome to Travel Quest Network's Weekly Chatter Live. We're live right now, coming to you from Roswell, Georgia. Yeah! Not Atlanta, but Roswell. And if you are watching us live, you know, fantastic. If you are a member of Travel Quest Network, then you are a member, hopefully, of our members-only Facebook group. That's where the chatter is going on, and some of you are already in there, so please keep the chatter going, and occasionally, I don't know, Evan, you haven't given us any emojis in a while. Can we have some emotion? It's probably gonna like flip us. No, he's like, no, that bit doesn't work yet. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for trying. But give us some love. Let us know that you are in the house. And many of you who have been tuning in on a regular basis love to share your wins and challenges. And that is always great. And some have even started their own segment in the show. So, Bill, that is a note for you.
Bill
Huh?
Bill's in.
Yeah, Bill's in? Okay. So anyway, welcome, and thank you for joining us. And yeah, it's June, right?
Yeah.
Almost done, and we got another holiday coming up, 4th of July.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the summer of days off, it feels like. Oh, a little. So
The year is flying by, that is for sure.
it is flying by. But, I guess it's flying by because everybody's so happy, right?
Having fun.
Yeah, having
Having
fun, right? I heard somebody say once that when you hit 25, it's like you hit a patch of grease and you're sliding to the grave. That was a downer, wasn't
that's
it?
uplifting. On that note,
On that note.
what's next?
Yeah, what's next? Please, let's go over to the chatter and see what's going on in there.
Let's see. Let's see.
Please, nobody comment on my depressive.
Cynthia holding her title as first.
First
day.
one in.
Friday. How you doing, Cynthia?
Cynthia from Birmingham.
And Hannah likes the jazzy music. Velma seems to think that I was dancing around the studio to the jazzy music. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You
Sure.
did a little
We'll go with
shimmy.
that. We'll
You
go with
did a little
dancing.
shimmy.
Cynthia's got to win. Her Vegas group inquiry decided on a hotel, and they are going to book. That's awesome, Cynthia.
Yeah, girl.
And Velma also said Evan is sitting here snapping his fingers looking cool during the jazzy music. Andy, hello from the Little Apple. Kara from Minnesota saying it's muggy, not complaining, just explaining.
Oh, I like that.
Yep. Bonnie Lee, our Bonnie Lee is in the house, and Walt is listening while he is riding his bike.
Oh, wow.
It must be a nice day for bike riding.
Yeah, but
in
but
Minnesota.
Walt seriously will ride a bike in snow.
Yes, he
like
will.
he has
Yes,
he
he
has
will.
definitely done that before. But they just came back from ASTA Legislative Day.
They did?
Not just came back, but I mean this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we got a message saying it was fantastic. They've been big supporters of ASTA, as well as many of our team members have been big
Yeah.
supporters of ASTA. So they were on the Hill representing the travel advisor.
Yep, I heard it was a successful couple days. That's awesome.
Yes, very awesome.
Let's see here. Hannah is in. Alan is here. He's at Disney World, Epcot currently, giving us a shout out. Rebecca in Texas saying hi. Let's see.
I love that Alan is just in Disney World and he's like,
You
oh,
know?
let me pull up my phone. He's probably in a line somewhere.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right. Aloha, Rebecca is in the house. Let's see here. Kara win this week. Took a full vacation.
Really?
Didn't work on anything during it. Enjoyed
Yeah,
the family
girl.
time for a full week. That is a win.
Wow.
That is a win.
Congratulations, Kara. And I hope your ears were burning because we, Evan and I, were talking about your use of the Email Plus platform. Kara is a master user and is sending out newsletters. I mean,
Nice.
we're not being creepy, but seeing this activity, it's really cool. She's not doing one newsletter a month. She's doing multiple newsletters. I am so proud of her. It's really, really
That's
cool.
awesome.
And I subscribe to her email, so I get
Is
them,
she using the
but
templates, or is it all? Is she
It's her own content.
Her own
It's
content.
her own content, yeah.
doing it from scratch?
Yep.
Wow.
So
Nice job.
yes, and if you don't know what Email Plus is, on WorldVia Pro, click the little grow, the little pot, and then Email Plus. Not the pot.
Pot.
Yeah. Well, it's a flower pot
Okay.
with a flower in it.
Got it.
Can we reboot the show? I'm just like going down. Anyway,
Control,
you-
Alt, Delete.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
That doesn't work on a Mac, just so you know. Anyway, go to the grow option in the navigation and click on Email Plus. Free email, enterprise level email marketing tool.
It's really cool.
It is. It's very cool, and it's very easy to use, but it's so
Always a good
easy
thing.
to use that you kind of forget how robust it is. So the team, we were all in there today, and it was like, oh, gosh, yeah, this is super powerful. So anyway, Kara, I'm glad that you took some time off, but kudos to you for using newsletters because even though it seems basic, newsletters work.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
And I am a part of a lot of newsletters that, or maybe a product I might have been interested in, but a lot of times those emails come in, and I just flag them. I'm not going to action them right then.
Right.
But it's something that it's like I intend to open that. I do the effort of that piece, but I'm not necessarily going to consume it. So I mean, if you look at the way your own behavior is with email, it supports the fact that email is still very, very strong.
It absolutely is. And if you're not like Kara, and you don't want to go to the extent of creating all your own content, take advantage of those 3 newsletter templates that we put out every month. It's got really great content. You can customize it, of course, but it's a great starting point.
Yeah.
Or you can send it as is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and those come out the last Friday of every month. So it's actually, is it now? It's next Friday. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Is it now?
I'm like, yeah.
Right now?
I know that I was just saying that the time is flying by, but we're not there yet. But I like his sign language. He could talk to me. It's fine. But yeah. No, it's great. So 3 newsletters, every customizable newsletters every month for free again. And I love what you said about starting point. I mean, this was not this. I promise you, this was not in the script. We weren't gonna like riff. It was the fact that Kara was mentioned that I'm talking about this. But you were saying you could use it as a starting point. So one of our members takes that one of the newsletter templates and then has the longest email ever, but it's almost like a little mini magazine.
Awesome.
Like she uses that as like, here's the article, and then let me tell you about deals and offers, and we have a new team member, that kind of thing. So anyway,
that's great.
Very proud of you, Kara.
Our friend Stacy is on the Allure in Cozumel. Very nice. Very nice. We're jealous, Stacy. Hope you're having a good time. Andy Spade giving us the official countdown: 76 days until Travel Quest World. 76 days. And just so you know, it is legitimately almost sold out. So I mean, there's no going past that line. We had So this will be our biggest Travel Quest World ever. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that sound effect needed to be way more robust for that statement.
I'm looking forward to it. And all the details are done. All the content is ready. We're going to have 76 days just to kick back and relax.
Yep, it's just...
waiting to see our friends in Orlando, right?
I might take a break. I might take a vacation. No. We still got a lot. But we did post on Travel Quest Network.
I feel like we're ahead of schedule, though.
Oh,
just
yeah.
to give you guys a peek into how these things go. Like... there's a lot that goes into producing a conference like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we are ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
For once.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, and part of our sessions at Travel Quest World is how to put on a Travel Quest World. So, there. we'll give you a sneak peek.
There you go.
Just kidding.
Let's see here. Vance, last week I booked my first visit to Disney World, spending some much needed time with my husband, without kids, after Travel Quest World.
Wait a minute. So
going to Travel Quest World,
booked
it for herself, going
after
with her husband as opposed to the conference.
Fantastic.
That's the way to do
There
it.
you go.
That's the way to do it.
But she said it's her first time. Their first time, right? Is that what it said?
I think that's what it says, yeah. So it'll be their first visit to Disney.
I mean, you and I are from Florida, so I
know.
mean, it's like, that like we were raised on, mouse balloons. But yeah, so when someone says that they've never been, I could see someone saying Disneyland. That's, that's a very specific thing. But Disney World to me is like, what, you were deprived? Were you raised by wolves? Like what?
Well, growing up in Florida, it's like a birthright. Like,
But
like the school will take you there.
so when we were kids, you had it was a checkbook that had tickets. And did you have that, or maybe you? Because yeah, I might be a wee bit.
When the first time I went with my grandparents, like the very first time, I think they still had that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so
I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you had like a coupon, so an e-ticket ride was like Space Mountain. So they still use that terminology, like that's a total e-ticket experience. But I remember that book sitting on my mom's dresser, and that meant that we were going to Disney World. So, look, Ma, I'm going to Disney World. Okay, sorry.
That's great. Let's see here. Randy got my CLIA card this week.
Ooh, you are CLIA official.
That's fun.
I love it.
Bonnie says last legislative day was amazing. Rebecca booked a luxury level vacation to Maui, staying at the Grand Wailea, which I also just posted my site inspection review for that resort today as well. Challenge: getting my recently graduated teen to get a job. Well, Rebecca, we can help you with a lot of challenges, but I don't know if that's one of them. But that is a challenge.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel
Rebecca, you might need an assistant. You could be his mentor. You could be the wind beneath his wings from a career perspective. I know you already are, but I'm just saying.
Wow, now look at this. I can't keep up with the chat here. My goodness.
I love that.
Chat is active today.
I know.
And it scrolled me out of order, so now I got to grow all the way back.
You got to roll all the way back.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Well, while you're doing that,
Okay. You come back to me.
Yeah. So, we've been posting on the Travel Quest Network blog each week, which is so fun. I love that there's so many content creators on our team, and one who has not been active just posted. We just posted his blog. This is from our Terry, who has been in the travel industry since 1985. Is that when? Maybe 1985. 1985 or 86.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So I am very, very excited for you to check that out. TravelQuestNetwork.com/blog. And get a feel for the flavor of Terry, because he has got he likes to use big words. I have had to look him up.
Terry is like a human thesaurus.
Yes. But he actually says it too. So he uses the words, right. And then you're like, does everybody else know what he just is? Am I the only one that doesn't know? So anyway, he's a great writer and has a gift for telling stories. So I am excited that he is creating content on our blog. And this week we've had a lot of visitors to the office. Mm-hmm. So our education manager, Erica, was in here in our education center. She christened the education center for a special course or class, and so great to see her. I saw her for like half a second. And,
she was busy.
Yeah, and then many of you who joined us in the last year or so, I guess last year, probably spoke to Jonathan, who talks to all of our potential new members to Travel Quest Network. And he is here in the office. This is his first time here, and it's been great kind of having the whole family here. Like, we have to worry about buffets at lunch, and Relia, she's in charge of the snacks. So it's fun. I wanted to share that because it's really special to kind of be back in the office and just so much activity. But it's also loud. It's very loud. I like to be the loudest person, but that's not the case. Now, are we back on chat?
I'm back on track here. Hannah had a big win for the week. She finished planning get this, she has some clients that are taking a sabbatical.
Okay.
They're taking a long trip, 61 days.
61 days?
61 days. So she finished planning that itinerary. That's awesome.
Wait a minute. How many days until Travel Quest World?
76, I think.
Okay, so I could foreseeably...
You have time.
Yeah, I have time. Peace.
Hannah, copy Joshua on the itinerary. Maybe he could go with your clients. Are they ready to leave tomorrow?
But she does want them to be repeat clients, and if they travel with me, that would not be the case. But that makes me think about, Evan was talking to us earlier about it costs anywhere from $60K to $150K a year to live on a cruise ship, plus $5,000 in port fees. So would you do it? Is the question he posed to us.
If I had the cash?
Yeah, I mean, it's a year to. Yeah, I think I.
I mean, if
the
I was
money
older,
part is not.
if I was older, and some of those retirement homes are
Yeah.
pricey. So I mean, I don't know how much they are.
Yeah.
But assuming money weren't a factor, would I do it? I think I would.
Yeah.
Because living in a retirement home is like my biggest fear in the world. In fact, I told my kids.
Okay.
If they ever thought about putting me in a retirement home, just put me in the car, drive me to like the mountains, and let me off in the woods and turn around. I would rather like live in the mountains in the woods than live in a retirement center.
So between my hitting 25, a grease patch, and slick sliding into the grave, well, we went to a place there. Yeah. So there's a couple things I think about with that.
Yes.
Because I didn't even know that was a thing until I became a part of the travel industry. Is it does make sense, especially with how much some of those senior living places cost. It's like, okay, well, my food's included, and I've got entertainment, and you get to know the staff. I bet that's kind of fun. But I would probably be that person that who's, if I were older, not now. I would wait until I was older. But I'd probably be like, when the new people come on board, I'd be like, yeah, you'll be gone in a few days. Like, I'll still remain. I don't know. The only thing I would say about that is, outside of that comment, is I think there are certain cruise lines that I could do it on, and then others that I couldn't.
Okay.
And it's not because they're a bad cruise line,
Right.
But it's because if you said you were going to do that for a year,
Right. Not the daily experience you want.
right. So I think, as much as I think Virgin is amazing, I think that level of energy would, I don't know, I would hide from that. And then I also think that something like Disney Cruise Line would be too in that realm that I don't know, that I think that I need like regular. I need regular.
So, if you lived on a ship,
Yeah.
like, because the cabins aren't, massive, right? Compared to like, on land.
Yeah.
And you clearly couldn't bring everything. What would you bring?
Yeah.
Like, what would you need?
Because even I was on in a cabin on the Prima, on NCL's Prima, and that was it was a nice size. But there was a couch and then bed, whatever. But not a lot of space to store your life.
Right.
So, I mean,
Like, you wouldn't need anything from your kitchen.
nope, you
I
wouldn't
guess.
need any kitchen stuff.
What would you bring?
I mean, really, I guess it would just be clothes.
Come on.
But I mean, I wouldn't bring photos because I have them on my phone, and I don't need to decorate the place because it's already decorated. And I'd have my computer. I mean,
Now, okay, but you said clothes.
yeah,
That would occupy like
no,
3 cabins.
I know that would be
So you can only get one though.
right. I know. So I would bring this top, brand new.
Which
thought,
it went by fast in the chat.
Did
I
somebody
think-
notice?
I
Okay.
think there was something about Mr. Roper. I can go find it. You want to find who it was?
yeah, we'll find who it was. Yeah, let's find who it was.
If you had to guess.
No, it better not be. It better not be our friend and neighbor, Wendy Laporte. It is.
It
yeah.
is.
But I want to know if
Wendy,
it's
well done.
Mr. Roper or Mrs. Roper, because now that you say that, I'm looking at the top and it does look like a caftan. So anyway,
No, I lost it again.
but yeah, clothes would be a hard thing though, because you have like here's your things, but then you're gonna have to recycle them every single week.
Especially
You
if you
couldn't
want
take any
like
more.
one of those ships that's going like around the world.
Oh yeah,
to
you
different
have to have
climates. Like if you're gonna be in the Caribbean, like I could do that, right?
yeah.
But
'Cause-
if you have to bring like your winter parka and then like
Yeah,
Caribbean stuff, where'd you put it all?
I know. What a problem to have.
I don't know.
But Evan did say he was the entertainment.
Wendy says not Mr. Roper, Mrs. Roper.
Yeah, that's it. Evan did say that you would definitely get tired of the entertainment because there's only so much that you can do.
Bill says you only need 10 outfits at most.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, let's talk 7 days. I don't know. I more caftans. That makes it easy. Oh my goodness.
What else is happening?
I don't know. I kind of lost it. So, something that we have been trying to reinforce is invoice at time of booking.
Why would you do that?
Because you want to get paid.
Oh.
It sounds so repetitive, and you're just like, oh my gosh, who doesn't invoice at time of booking?
Mm-hmm.
Who does invoice at time of booking is what I want to know. So just friendly reminder, if you got anything ready that's sitting in a stack to invoice, please invoice it, because 85% of the challenges and kind of processing a payment is the fact that it wasn't invoiced or invoiced correctly. So that was your PSA for today.
Silence from Wendy on that one.
on the invoicing.
She gave a shoulder shrug.
She was like, "Yeah, that's."
It is important. It is important.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got a few things. Well, before I switch my card though, did anybody else chime in on would they do it? I mean, I know some people said about the outfits. Bill, thank you, Bill. Because I think that would be fun to be with some of these guys.
Wendy was saying she was talking with someone at last Travel Quest World who was doing that, and his name's Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill?
Yeah, apparently he lives on the Independence. Christina, no, she agrees with you. No way could she do Disney Cruise Line for a whole year. Let's see here.
I mean, you would, if you saw it Mickey Waffle, you'd just be like, and a little kid had it, you'd just be like, "Rah!" Like you would have lost all the magic. No, I think it would still surround you.
Andy said that is his wife's goal for us, retiring on a cruise ship.
So is that why she got you in this business? She was like, get started because I want to make this happen. I think it was Oceana a couple of years ago where they I think it was Jody over at Oceana. I was talking to her and she said our world cruises just went on sale and they sold out within 2 days. Mm-hmm. And it just blew my mind that somebody was waiting to hit buy or contact their advisor and buy. You would, because apparently they go fast. Maybe I will think about that.
Now, what people want to know, and Kara in particular, for Hollywood theme night, when you're living on board the ship, what would you wear?
For Hollywood theme night, oh, that's good. For Hollywood, everybody goes to Hollywood. You know what? I think I would probably do something that was very 1940s Hollywood, with the fedora. I'd
and
be
the big lapels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And high-waisted pants.
And a short tie.
Yeah.
With a short fat tie.
Yeah. I'd be like, I would do that, or I would go complete 1970s with a tunic with, I don't know. I might already be there, Kara. That's very Hollywood. What would you do for a Hollywood night? Have you been on a?
Okay, so I'm going to. Funny this came up. I'm going to a conference at Universal next week.
Okay.
And the opening night, they're having a gala, and the theme is, they said, wear gold and black. It's the golden age of Hollywood is the theme or whatever. And I'm
oh my gosh, Kara, so we could do some planning. What should Jason wear?
But here's the problem. They said to wear gold and black. I'm like, okay, black suit. Yeah, I got that. And I'm thinking, what, do I have this gold? Answer nothing. So I went on Amazon.
I was gonna say, like,
And
I've got a wish list.
I bought like this cheap gold tie and pocket square, and I saw my dad this morning, and the tie's sitting there, and he's like, "What's that?" So I tell him I ordered this tie, and he goes, "Why didn't you just ask Joshua? I'm sure he had something gold."
I love it.
And I'm sure you do.
I do, but the fact that I actually search throughout the year for sparkly outfits just for Travel Quest World, I don't even know what we're doing at it, but I'm like, oh. And even Mike is like, oh, that's a Travel Quest World outfit. And true story, before we go over to Texas, so we were, we talked about, we were at Travel Leaders Edge conference in Nashville, and I don't know where I was. I was leaving. I was in the car or whatever. And you sent me a message. He sends me a picture of this beautiful matching suit with a big collar and all this design on it and stuff. And you can attest to this. I gave him my size and I said, go ahead and get it for me. I will reimburse you. I don't care what it costs. And then he comes back, ha, ha, ha. This is a museum piece. This is like, no, I can't buy it. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I seriously thought I scored an outfit out of that. But anyway. All right, moving on. Speaking of Nashville, country music, and all things fabulous, let's go over to Tyler, Texas to see our growth manager, Velma. Velma, you there?
I am here. Good afternoon. Happy Friday.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday to you. I see you got your roses behind you there. You're representing. And you're wearing the red glasses. What do the red glasses say about you and your mood?
These are my glasses when my eyes are kind of tired, and I've been doing a lot of reading, looking at figures and sales, and you know why the time has been passing so quickly?
Why?
Because our members are so busy. When
Yes.
you're busy,
That
time
they
to
are.
shop. That's it. That's it. They're selling up a storm. That's what they're doing.
Sell, sell, sell. So what? So you've got, for those of you tuning in for the first time, Velma brings us the top 3 in invoice sales, the total revenue. So that's how they get ranked. And you got to pay attention to these numbers. You'll always see me writing them down because I love when the total sales are higher for the second position, but the gross margin on the top position was higher. I feel like I really made that more complicated. I'm just saying.
What did you say?
I'm trying to say that when the sales number is
Yes.
bigger than in number 2 than number 1, because the revenue is higher in position 1 because of the margin being higher.
Commission,
it just was
revenue, that's what
really
counts.
a long explanation. So Velma, can you please save me from myself?
Yes, I can. Before the show ends, I will tell you.
Are you saying Joshua is filling airtime?
Full of hot
You
air.
know what, Joshua? This is a perfect example of what you are telling us. So, the number 3, number 3 spot, gross sales, 166,433, net revenue, 16,661. Okay, and that member always people love to hear, well, what did they sell? So
They totally do.
This member sold some very large hotel bookings. They weren't necessarily packages, but they were bookings that she really received a lot of revenue from. A Disney cruise, Princess Cruise, and a few tours with Central Holidays and Delta Vacations.
Wow, busy week.
Yeah, mix of
Now,
everything.
here is an example, Joshua, of what you're talking about.
Okay.
The gross sale net weekly revenue is 19,410.
All right, so Velma, we on our end had a little audio cut out there. So
Oh, sorry.
what were the gross sales? We heard the revenue was 19,410.
Oh, gross sales were 114,000.
Wow,
Yes.
dramatically less than the position
Yes.
3. Wow,
And this fabulous member sold a group with CIE.
I love CIE.
Mhm.
Jenny brought her
Uh,
coins. Jenny from the block. She brought the coins for St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, and we love groups. So that one, that's great.
Yes.
Then in the number one spot, 150. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you gotta.
Okay, 157,445 with a weekly revenue of 20,207.
Wow.
And this is a group on Holland America.
That is fantastic. So I didn't even know that these were the numbers, and every single one was the gross sales were lower than the number 3 position. It just kept going up in revenue.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Look at that. It's like I honestly, guys, I didn't know. I
like
find that
you
so
had
fascinating. It's like,
Yeah, it was
oh,
a premonition. You had a premonition.
I have, yeah, I've got, I almost said pneumonia. That's not the word. Paranormal? I don't know. I'm paranormal.
And I need to answer a question that you've raised in this show, and because there is an answer, and we want our members to be informed. If you have someone that's on a world cruise and they don't want to take a lot of clothes all at one time, people who do that have a lot of money and they can afford to send clothes to the port agents in the different countries and have them delivered to the ship when the ship arrives.
So you rotate out your closet. You're like, okay, now I'm at this port. I'm sending that lot back, and now that's actually really smart.
Now, the thing that you really need the money for is paying someone to pack it to send it to the port.
Yeah,
Yes, this is true. This is
Yeah.
so true. Yeah.
yeah.
My
I had
valet will pack my bags.
And people who do those world cruises, they are intense. I had a customer several years ago that he knew when the world cruises were going to open,
Yeah.
and it was going to be like at 12:01, right after midnight. And he insisted I be up and make that booking for him, or he would book direct.
And you were like, oh
Oh,
no.
I'll be there. Oh, no, you don't.
I'll be up. Don't you worry about me.
So it's kind of like getting a Disney dining reservation is what you're saying.
Yes, yes. And they sell out so quickly.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, I guess if that is the thing that you're looking for, I mean, you don't want to miss out on it. So, I mean, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
always a pleasure, Miss Velma.
All right.
And your eyes. I can't wait to see the fun glasses when you're not so tired of looking over numbers. But
She brought her serious business glasses today.
no, she has the black ones are the serious one. When she's got those on, look out. She means business. All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend.
Bye,
Thank
Velma.
you.
You too. Bye.
Oh, that is, I love it. I love not just sales, but I just love kind of the story that goes behind it.
Yeah.
Like to get to that top position, highest revenue, a group with CIE. Number 3 position had a lot of products in there, but that was just one group.
Yeah.
So I think that's really
Yeah.
remarkable. One thing I wanted to mention is if you haven't been tuning in to Velma's Conversations show, that did not roll off my tongue. Those are Mondays at 1 Eastern on our Facebook group, and then you can watch them on episodes in Pro. But the next one is with Alan, who is coming to us from Disney World to talk about his Disney experience and branching out into different types of travel. So I think it's kind of, yeah, cool. But he is at Disney, and he's going to share his experience. And while we're on Disney, I just want to do a plug, shout out, because we don't talk about it enough. Our Dream Makers, a very special club that if you like selling Disney destinations, you want to be a part of it. So search for Dream Makers in Pro, and you can learn all about it. Where are you looking at? Oh, you looked
No,
at.
no.
I was looking at
I'm
you, looking at me
enthralled.
there, and I was like, yeah, because I was talking to Evan about it earlier. We don't talk like we mention it right before there's going to be a Dream Makers call, but we don't actually spend time on it. So anyway, search if you want to be a part of the club. So I just realized I forgot. I wanted to share something.
What?
So one of our unofficial team members in the Atlanta area is...
What's an unofficial team member?
Which doesn't actually, we don't pay her. But it's not illegal. She's not actually doing anything. Now this is not, today the words are not coming out right. I felt like,
I'm just going to sit back and relax, Joshua.
Yeah. Normally,
What do you got?
normally he does help me out. Like when he's like, oh Lord, he's swirling about. I'm gonna pull him back in. No. So our Amy, who works with us, she has a beautiful daughter, who Sydney.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry. So Sydney, she will normally watch the Weekly Chatter, and we had a moment where I taught her. We were at Epcot where I taught her how to pop a hand fan. So we had a moment.
Critical life skill.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to solve my challenge of not being able to experience all the colors within a Crayola box. So she gave me 96 colors to choose from.
That was sweet of her.
That's very sweet. So thank you, Sydney. And I made the first mistake because I flipped it around to the back and I was looking for my color and I was like, oh gosh, there are some great colors like Jazzy, Roy, Denny, Robin. And then I discovered that those are characters so those are not colors. So I didn't look for Burnt Sienna yet, but I'm going to just look in here right now and I'm going to pull out the color that is speaking to me. And I think it is this one. Hold on. I'm going to get it all up under my nails. Let's see. And it is... Oh, I can't read that. What is that? Oh.
Orchid.
So my favorite, yours is Burnt Sienna, and mine is Orchid.
That was the only one I knew, but...
I know, but I know red and yellow. Burnt Sienna is not, I think of oil painting. So Orchid we're going to go with. And this, Sydney...
Is there a way to hide somebody in the chat?
I don't know. Is somebody misbehaving?
Well, I'm Wendy's distracting me. I'll just say that.
Wendy, stop it. See, normally she does like a flying visit. Now she's hanging out here to she always
Got some free time today.
Yeah, she always knows when I'm acting a fool. She tunes in. Anything else going on in the chat?
Well,
besides Wendy?
I completely misread something. The whole thing about the Hollywood theme was about Travelers World, not the cruise. Now, you can't give away what you're wearing during Travelers World, so I'm not even going to ask you. But what should anyone who's attending Travelers World for the holiday-themed evening...
There's a holiday theme or a holiday...
According to them.
A holiday themed?
Hollywood themed.
Oh.
Did I say holiday?
Yeah. I'm going to be...
We're just going off the
I'm going to be 4th of July. that would be my option.
Hollywood themed.
Wow.
What would be something we might like to see from the crowd?
Yeah, not everybody can do high-waisted pants and like a big jacket and a short tie. Like that can be one moment.
That'd be kind of funny if everyone did, but
yeah, that would be funny. I don't know.
There's lots of looks, right?
There's lots of Hollywood looks.
Yeah.
But I also would like to see people do that where they're kind of looking like a Hollywood star. So kind of.
Oh, that might be fun.
Like somebody's Marilyn Monroe, somebody's, and that's the only one I could think of right there. Anyway, we're gonna go on over to New Jersey, and we're gonna bring in Erica Scanelli, our education manager, coming in from New Jersey to tell us what's on deck this week, what you need to tune into this week. Not this week, but next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Thank you for using me as the segue out of that conversation. Wow.
Thank you, Erica.
I was like,
I can't
what?
wait to see your high-waisted pants, Joshua. They're going to be fabulous. It's going to be a zoot suit riot. In Orlando.
Oh, that's what I'd like to do. Like the big hat with the feather.
Need the feather.
Like I'd want to do that. So I'd go like 70s bell bottoms, like eggplant suit, and big feather. I don't have that yet. Mike, can you order that, please? There we go.
Mike,
Anyway,
take notes.
Mike and Amazon are standing by.
yeah, standing by to take your order. So
You think
Eric,
the feather would? I bet that would come in like a mattress size box too. That would get lots of packaging around it. It would be.
yes, I would hope so.
Thing.
But I left a hat in our office in Baltimore, and just because I walked out and I forgot about it, and then they sent it to me in a bag, like one of those little shipping bags with nothing.
Like an envelope.
Yeah,
bag?
and it was, I was like,
Trampled.
why bother? That it's ruined now. Thank you. Anyway, Erica, it was good to see you yesterday for like half a second. You were
I got a hug.
working it.
Yeah. I was chatty Cathy yesterday, and I sat next to a guy on the plane. Let me just share this. I'm reading my Kindle, and he is persistently talking to me while I'm reading.
Wow. And after you've been talking a whole day, you don't want to talk. So it was even worse that he like.
Right.
It was like that you were being tested there.
It was a test. You're right. You are right. So let's talk about what's happening next week.
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
I don't think
Ready.
you're ready for this jelly. Because my
Signal what you
body's still
sell.
bootylicious. Sorry.
We are reaching the point where a one-page plan is coming together at Signal What You Sell. I'm really excited because I've been teasing this is all coming together and the magic is happening next week. So I'm pretty jazzed about that.
Next week is week 6. Is that right?
Week
No.
6.
Week
We have crossed the halfway
Oh,
point.
next week is 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We are rolling right through. Can you believe that?
We're
If you are
rolling.
tracking your summer progress by Signal What You Sell, because I know I am, it's going fast.
It's halfway over.
It's halfway over.
How did you know that it was right at 6? I thought she said last week it was 6.
She said
So,
last week was 5.
man, their minds are like a steel trap. I'm like, I honestly, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
One,
But I
two.
have to, but I have to say when you did this, so our Paul, when he was flying to Nashville, they got stuck in a lot of weather and were delayed, and so I don't know which online university he learned this or got the certificate, but he got a certificate in rat tickling while he was on the plane. Trying to get to Nashville from Atlanta.
Is that like how you become a minister and get to marry your friends? Like you get some online certificate and
Yeah, no, he's got it. It's on his desk. He got an online certificate. But I really, the fact that he was making the use of his time on
Yeah.
the tarmac, I love it.
Yeah, girl.
Anyway, sorry, I'm being
love it.
distracting.
he could have, been just chatting up his neighbor who was trying to read instead, but he was politely being
Yeah, he's
busy,
learning.
useful with his time. So, anywho, guess what? Amy is coming back next week to Agent Profiler Workshop more with me. We are having a really good topic next week. We're talking about keeping your profile fresh. So, this
Oh.
is for for you guys who have active agent profilers. You know how to crop photos. We are not talking about cropping photos. We are talking about keeping your leads coming in. Did you build your agent profiler and you got some leads? Maybe they stopped coming. Do you need to make it better? Do we got to zhuzh? My favorite word. So this is for agent profiler pros, not an introduction. Okay.
Is that the
Fun.
name of the session? For Agent Profiler Pros, not an introduction. If it's not, it should be, because I feel like I would tune in just for that sass.
Just for that.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
for extra little
Noted.
touch of sass.
Yeah, that little, like, I hope this is a sassy, fiery session.
Okay.
Well, you know, if I'm hosting, it will be.
Yes, I do know.
Amy tries to keep it cool, though. Amy's very professional.
She's so cool. She's like this.
She is like a cucumber, man. Amy keeps it calm. Amy does group trips to Europe. Amy knows how to stay calm.
Yeah.
Our friend Jen from Riverside Cruises is coming next week for
Yay!
a power talk. And you want to know what I love about Riverside Cruises? You want to hear what her tagline is for our power talk.
She has a
Luxury
tagline
cruise-
for our
She has a
power-
tagline for our
Yeah.
power
Nice.
talk. The luxury cruise line you've been waiting to sell.
And do you know what? I believe when she was writing that, she said it exactly the way that you did. Yeah.
Waiting.
If you guys don't know
Wait.
Jen from Riverside
I
Cruises,
can see her saying that.
Yeah, you once you get to meet her in this power talk, you're gonna be like, oh, I know what they were saying. Yeah,
She's great.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So very excited that the CEO from Riverside Cruises is gonna be on
Yeah.
with you, Erica. You're gonna have
That's
fun.
right. Next week
That's exciting.
is the All Call. Wednesday at 4:00, everybody. Tune in for the All Call. And I will lastly mention our friends at Travel Leaders continue with amazing educational content to help us learn how to use Pinsight. I did a quick search in Pinsight. Do you know how many hotels in London popped up? You want to take a guess?
579. 579.
It was
Price is
over
Right?
800 hotels.
Oh, I won, right? Because if I'm over, yep, I'm
You
closest.
do. You do. You win a toaster.
Is that
Woo.
Planko? Did we
You
do
get to-
Planko just now?
Plinko.
Planko? Okay.
Plinko. It's the greatest TV game show of all time. Plinko.
True. Nothing to add to that.
No notes. And I'm going to end on a high note. Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday,
Happy
and
Friday.
thank you, Erica. And I cannot. I am so looking forward to week 6 of Single What You Sell. Not
It'll be
single
week
what you
7
sell.
after,
Single. Yeah,
just so you
exactly.
know.
7
Week
comes
7
after.
will come
no,
next.
guys, seriously, if you haven't tuned in, you obviously can watch it live, but the recordings are available. So there's no time like the present to get started. So go back and watch the other 5 episodes and get caught up and tune in. This is a cool summer series. I'm so glad that you're taking us to school. So fantastic. And then
It's the good kind of summer school.
yeah, and then with Erica as a host. I mean, come on. And then of course Jen, Riverside Cruises. So excited about that brand coming to life, and so excited for Jen because she's awesome. She's been a friend of WorldVia for a very long time. So very excited about that. All right, you have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.
Bye,
You
Erica.
guys, thank you. Bye, everybody.
So, do you know what today is, Joshua?
Is this Bill? Is Bill telling us this?
Well, sure. It's from Bill.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want if you're doing it too. Like we can't have competing days.
It was for me. Like, I got no time for that. Yes, it's from Bill. It's the official.
Okay, what
Today is National Pecan Sandies Day.
I have never had a pecan sandy. Have you?
Ever?
Never. But I didn't even know it was a thing until I was watching American Dad, and Roger has a bit about pecan sandies. And I was like, what is this? And it's a legitimate cookie.
An illegitimate cookie?
No, a legitimate.
No.
Oh, let's see. You're not here next week, right? I think your
No, I'm at
energy
a
is throwing me
conference.
off. Yeah. Yeah. It's not
My energy's throwing you off.
Yes, it is. Anyway, I just blame it on you. The pecan sandies, are they good?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
I assume it
feel
has
like
a
the last
pecan
time I
on
had
it.
one was like the early 90s.
Is there?
I don't think I've
shortage of
had one
pecan
since high
sandies?
school.
Yeah.
Is there a shortage?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
Well, I mean, I get cookies as a gift all the time, and it's that awful chocolate chip, and then oatmeal raisin, and then you've got like a peanut butter cookie or something like that. But a pecan sandy, or is it pecan sandy? Is it a cookie or is it a brownie type thing?
No, it's like a.
Like a little cookie,
I think. I mean, the ones I'm thinking of are like it's like a little cookie
and then has a
that's
pecan
got
like
some
placed
like
on
nuts
it.
in it.
Oh, it just has it in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
At least those are the cheap like Keebler versions that we had growing up.
yeah, I guess in my family we were anti pecan sandies, but I will try one. Especially but that was a long time ago that I saw that bit about with Roger on American Dad. But
I have Bill has an alternate day too.
okay, thank you, because that was
Flamingo Day.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
What do you do on Flamingo Day? Like on Pecan Sandy Day, you could bring someone some cookies.
Right, but you could wear
Flamingo Day.
flamingos.
Like, what do you mean wear flamingos?
No, I mean
Like
you
around
could
your
wear,
neck?
yeah. No, they do have those Halloween costumes where the neck, but you can. I'm talking about like very Miami, South Beach, flamingos on your shirt.
Like a Hawaiian shirt with flamingos on it?
Evan has one. He doesn't have one on now, right? but he says he has one. Yeah,
Okay.
like pineapples. Yeah. Anyway, so is it time for the headlines? I'm clackety-clacking on my typewriter in the newsroom.
Just a couple interesting things this week.
Okay.
So we all know that Royal's coming out with their new Utopia ship, right?
Utopia.
And thing is massive,
Yeah.
like right. So that is pretty cool. So that will be expecting to launch just about a year from now in July of next summer. And we all it's got lots of different restaurants. It's got all these different features.
The neighborhoods.
There'll be time
This has
to
got the neighborhoods.
yeah. There'll be time to talk about that. But this is interesting to me because whenever a new ship comes out,
Okay.
they look really awesome. And most of the time, the reality is we don't have time to go on a 7-day or 10-day voyage to try it out.
Okay.
It's just hard to find that much time away.
Right.
And usually, if we're going on a 3 or 4 or 5 day, your choices are, limited.
Yeah.
Well, Royal,
Oh, they're gonna do this.
in their wisdom, are putting the Utopia at a Port Canaveral, right? Port Canaveral for 3 and 4 day voyages.
That's fantastic. Because you're right. That's normally.
It's normally like the 12-year-old ship.
Yep.
That, yeah. You've probably been on
Wow.
a dozen times.
What a cool strategy.
So that I think is really exciting. And
So
I
if that's your
think-
first time cruising, you get the grand experience, and then you're gonna be cruising.
ding ding ding
I
ding ding.
feel
ding,
like
ding.
that was somebody's idea.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you're a new to cruise, you're not going for
Oh.
7+ days.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect.
So that I think that's really cool, and it's I'm looking forward to the ship in general. I love that it's going to be in Port Canaveral, just selfishly.
Selfishly, yeah.
But yeah, even for clients all over the country, to me, that Port Canaveral is an attractive port because there are opportunities to pre and post in Orlando.
Yeah.
Depending on the demographics of your clients, right? Some might prefer to go into Miami or Fort Lauderdale, but I think it's a great port. And
Well, there's even
I'm
the
excited
beach
to-
areas north and south of
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, so
Yeah, for sure.
you got options.
So that's it. I thought that was really cool, and
Yeah.
I hope it's a trend that catches on. And I'd love to see other lines following suit and putting some of their premium hardware in those shorter sailings. Marriott. So Africa's hot right now,
Hot.
and I don't mean temperature. I mean people are going to Africa like crazy. And so Marriott is opening their second JW Marriott Luxury Safari Lodge in Tanzania, in the Serengeti. That's going to open in 2026, and I know you like luxury.
I do. I like.
Would you be up? So if you went on safari, Joshua, would you be the kind of guy who wants to go to the fancy lodge where it's like manicured lawns and
All of that sounds
just
really wonderful.
just very nice, or would you like the glamping kind of thing where it's like the fancy camps? So you're in a tent, but there's like a bed, and it's a little more rustic, but still fairly refined. What's your speed? I think I know the answer. But.
Well, I think since you put it that way, it probably would be the glamping kind of experience.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like when you go to a place and you could be anywhere in the world, not necessarily in the place.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like the tent would give me that. I mean, I've never been to Africa, so I don't even know what the JW Marriott looks like, the lodge. I've never been to a lodge.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to the VFW Lodge in Boone, North Carolina.
No,
not the
that's
same
not
type of
That's
thing.
No.
But I don't know. I as long as it could feel like I was definitely in Africa and not just in any.
Well, I
place.
think they have it. Hannah and some others in the chat have it right, and that is why not do both?
Oh, I like that.
A few days or a week or in each, yeah.
And that's why they're travel professionals.
But that's pretty cool. It's cool to see more investment in Kenya and Tanzania. I'm going there next summer. Not to the JW Marriott, but because it won't be open. But
And when might that trip be?
it is going to be the middle of June
Okay.
and into early July, or late June, early July.
All right, team. Party in Roswell. I mean, it'd be hard for you to get on a plane and come sort things
The
out.
plane ride back is no joke.
Really?
It's like a full day of flying. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You're going with your whole family, right?
That's the plan.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Anyway, well,
Yeah,
before we
girl.
wrap up, do you want to see if there's anything going on in the chat that we should share, mock, or if they're mocking me?
It's the popular opinion is that maybe we went off the rails a little bit today.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. They want to know what we've been drinking.
You haven't been drinking anything,
I
but
know.
I didn't see you until I was coming out into the studio, so I haven't seen you at all today. So I feel like we had to warm up. We're gonna be so calm and cool, collected after we close.
Let's see.
There's a lot of chat going on.
There's
I'm just
a lot
saying.
of chat, but it's
so
it's
it-
with everybody, which is great.
But yeah. They're referring to each other. But it is weird. It's you get lost in that, and
I
I'm
know.
like, hello.
Hello, I'm here during the
please.
show.
I'm here with you.
Yeah, and Hannah has asked if on our trip to Africa we're going to see the Great Migration. We hope so. We think so. And so that's where all the animals, the wildebeest in particular, like the scene in Lion King.
On the day we arrive on the planet and blinkingly step into the sun. All right, I could do the whole thing, and that's what would happen on that plane ride. I would be, yeah.
Anyway, that's like where all the wildebeest
Yeah.
are stampeding and kind of going through the river gorge and migrating towards water.
That you think you know what that's. You feel like you've seen. I'm sure we've seen it in movies and things like that, but I bet it's one of those things where while it's happening, you're like, yeah, this is not what. This is completely different. It's
Yeah,
that would be cool.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Have you ever seen the Northern Lights?
No.
Because I feel like that. Because they always say like you can't guarantee that But I bet it's the Great Migration is the same thing. Like, you know, you hope, fingers crossed.
Right.
But I feel like those two things would probably be one of those moments where you'd have to be like, pinch me, while you're singing Lion King. All right, and that's it. We got to close this, guys. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our tomfoolery. I hope you had fun. I hope you got some work done, or you got to spend some time with your family, whatever you're doing. We love the fact that you will spend some time with us and with each other in the chat.
Absolutely.
So now, next week, you're out. So who will my guest be? Or will I be by myself? Will it be a better show? I don't know. Like, tune in next Friday at 4 Eastern and find out. But Evan will still be here with his rings and all that stuff. And can we close on me singing? There's more to be seen than can ever be seen. What to
Goodbye,
do
everybody.
that can never be done.
We love
It's
y'all.
a circle of life. Please, bye.